I think it was you and Marlon that developed the Blind Way Forward.
Yes. So
Right. So what is the Blind Way Forward?
So the Blind Way Forward, again, Marlon's brainchild. It came out of his experience, which is when he got, I think he was about 30, 31, 32, he started to lose his vision. And he was not able to transition or adjust to blindness as quickly as he would have liked. I think it period took about maybe 3 to 6 months for him to really get accustomed to the fact that here's what I'm blind, I accept that I'm blind, and now I need to actually do things to actually make my life a little bit better. And it took time because one, he didn't have the support and he didn't have the knowledge on how to transition. So in order to make that process easier for other people who might be going through the same problem, what we did is we tried to create a package in the form of a film, as well as some other auxiliary or ancillary type of stuff that can actually support them. So there's a booklet that provides information to the family. There's an audio book that goes along with it as well. It gives much more information. But the film itself, which is 30 minutes long, covered a lot of the different challenges, and we broke it up into different teams. So, for instance, if you're cooking, let's say you're applying, you need to make a meal. How do you do that? If you want to get involved in entertainment or sports, what are the different types, and who is currently involved that has had a visual impairment? What type of sports are they involved in? And so, for example, we had Carlos Green, the blind Olympian
He was a weightlifter.
and weightlifter,
Right.
yes, and shot
Powerlifter.
put.
Yeah.
We interviewed him to talk about his experiences. We also looked at certain professions like radio announcers, and so we talked to Kern Tyson. Right, he was a 98.1. Spoke to him, and just to get his experiences, in terms of one, how he became blind, two, how has he been able to cope, and even though he's doing in his profession, how does what is the words of encouragement to persons who might be going through that same challenge and wanting to get involved in something like what he's doing. And so we did that to really inspire and to get people, aware that having a visual impairment, whether you were born with it or you acquired it, is not the end of the world. What you really require is knowledge.
Yeah, just an obstacle to overcome, and then you could live a life just as full and fruitful as you would have even with the with your vision.
Yes, that is true. But I think, in addition to, of course, having the right mindset and information, we also need a society that is much more aware and empathetic, because it would be um, it would be futile to just say, okay, you alone could do everything, and if you just have a positive mindset about it, it will work out for you. We really need people to be aware of the fact that if someone has a disability, regardless if it's visual impairment, hearing impairment, whether you're deaf or hard of hearing, if you're mobility challenge, you need to now make certain accommodations, right, that would allow for them to live a full life. And without that, it would make it much more difficult for them to adjust.
So, what could ordinary people do to, I guess, make life better or easier for people around them that have like a visual impairment disability?
Well, I would say the first thing you want to do is to seek to understand first, right? Try to have a conversation. At the end of the day, I mean, if the person is deaf, it might be a little bit more difficult for you to have a conversation with them unless you use the mobile phone, right? And but having conversations helps you to understand their perspective, and that way you can be much more empathetic, and you can then know what you could do to be of assistance to them.